And we are back with another commentary video. Today's video is just a selection of matches from my daily bounties. So this first one I chose because it was a very interesting setup with my opponent going mostly air with, for some reason, cyborgs as their tech unit. But anyway, move the harvester, start with the scout unit, put in that one extra hex just a little bit past to see if they have opened up a building yet, which they haven't. Check one more time, still nothing. Already build my missile troops because I'm anticipating needing missile troops to hide my Razorback behind. But then they open with Venom, which instead of bringing out another missile troop, I figure that means they're going to have more aircraft. And of course they do, which is a Catalyst gunship. So far they have shown me 2 anti-infantry aircraft, even though the Catalyst, if you don't move off of the pad or off of the hex before the cloud hits, then it can take out light vehicles. And unfortunately, I didn't move my my Pitbull there because I don't know why, but they boosted their laser troops, which were able to easily take out the Pitbull. And then I respawned with my light anti-air, and for some reason, the Talon decided to play peekaboo, going from one place to the other. I think I was trying to select a second one, and then I moved my Talon, and I purposefully sacrificed it there to prevent the stealth tank from getting on the pad, because then, you know, as you saw, he pulled back and fired, which gave me enough time to win the missile. Speaking of missiles, here comes some missile troops, and they just run their stealth tank right into my Orca, which was awesome. And again, they run into it, but unfortunately it was not reloaded yet, so they were able to take it down. But again, they haven't really showed me anything that I can't defend against with missile troops and Talons, so I just keep building them and move that Talon. See how my missile troops moved? I was trying to select the Talon first, but either way, go ahead and move this one missile troop up and kind of do the dance to prevent it from getting on the pad. And they boost their Venom, but it's too little too late. The entire game they did not touch that top pad, and so I was pretty much charging and winning the entire time. Next match versus Chuck C. This one is a heavy tech deck, lots of flames, which is in my favor because I tend to rush and just charge, and don't give tech time to come out, which is kind of my mantra. As Blade is very fond of saying, the easiest way to beat tech is to make sure it's irrelevant. So, you know, get one infantry unit on each of these 2 pads, and they've got 1 laser troop left. It's not going to do much. They decide to come out with chems, which is their only anti-infantry besides the scarabs, but I don't really consider them anything. But they hesitated enough on the bottom right pad to give me time to get out my my Razorback and then boost it. And even after the nerf, the Razorback is still pretty good, especially when boosted and backed up with a rifle squad. And then I'm like, okay, they're kind of doing a little bit to my Harvester. I'll go ahead and take care of that because I won the missile. No problem, very easy. At this point, I scout out and see that they have their Hand of Nod. I'm sorry, the Temple of Nod. So I am expecting something heavy duty and bring out missile troops. And I was not expecting Widowmaker because, you know, Widowmaker is one of the dumbest tech units that Nod has. And I don't know why it's even a thing. And then they're like, oh, hey, I've got a flame tank. And I was like, crap. Because right now all I have is infantry, so thankfully the Widowmaker is kind of a lame anti-air unit, and so my 1 Orca is able to tank just long enough, and again, their flame tank just wasn't relevant. It took out 2 infantry squads. Not worth it. Then we're going to flip on over to Nod, and this one is another match against a heavy tech deck. And it's just, you know, the moral of the story is don't play a triple tech deck. If you're playing against someone who aggressively charges the missile, you're not going to be able to do much because they're just going to win before your tech is relevant. I opened with wheels, scouted out, didn't see anything, bringing out my attack bikes, and mainly because attack bikes are my daily bounty for Nod unit, so I needed to get a few. Thankfully, they decided to open with dogs instead of something heavy. And at this point, I just kind of leave my bikes there to encourage him to go up top where my laser troops are going to await him, and laser troops don't care much about tanks. And then I just move my units around a little bit to prevent him from getting on the pad. Yeah, he's got 2 tanks coming toward my bikes, and they're probably going to go down. But that's what the obelisk is for. It is my anti-tank and anti-tech unit in my deck. Boom, takes that out, and he just walks the APC straight into it. I'm not entirely sure what the thought process was. Unfortunately, I was a little pop capped, so my chuggy didn't come out until after the missiles had taken out the obelisk. But that's what happens when you don't lose many units. And the whole reason I had my laser troops harassing the harvester there was specifically to have them spend money and pop cap on countering me instead of just letting me get a free kill. And then again, I just move my units to block them from getting anywhere near the pad, and obelisk was also one of my bounties, so one more right before the end, and that's game. And last but not least is Rewop from No Alliance, the most popular alliance in CNC Rivals. This one I decided to show you guys because I did a little bit of a mistake in the beginning, and you'll see why with my wheels versus their missile squads. I was hoping to get that second wheel out a little bit sooner, and as you can see, they're just kind of dancing all over the place, not actually doing anything, and so it manages to take out 1 wheel from one squad, 2 wheels from the other squad. So right now they're ahead in the opening battle war, whatever you want to call it, but thankfully they run right in, and then I just kind of go in. I've got my fanatics there to kind of clean up, get on the pad to stall because it's getting kind of close. They get another missile squad on the back pad, but that's fine. I've got my wheels, they're pretty quick. And then right there, it's not really a flip in so much as I just take out their infantry before it becomes relevant for the missile. And they decide to go up and around, not sure why, but they do. They're coming out with shocks, which I've been seeing a lot of shocks lately, so I don't know if that's kind of a new meta thing, but shocks are becoming a lot more popular. Unfortunately, I was trying to tank the shot from the Orca with my fanatics, but they were microing a little too well and managed to take out the Chuggy, which is a shame, but it's fine. I pretty much own the back pad. They decided to try to contest the right-hand pad, but again, I own the back pad, so we're contesting one and I own the other, so the missile's still charging. I purposefully do not have my stealth tank on that middle pad because I don't want it to break stealth until I need to, and they just literally walk the Orca right into the stealth tank. I take it down, throw down an obelisk because that's my bounty, and game over. I hope you enjoyed those 4 matches. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and come visit us on Discord.